Hello, I'm Brian Fox. Welcome back to another episode of I Hate Rock Music. And it's bands like this that make me truly love rock music, and the wilder the better. And today I'm talking about Night Sun. Night Sun was a German band, and they really fire on all pistons. And it's Bruno Schaub on vocals and bass, Walter Kirkgeisner on guitar, Roster on keys, and Ulrich Stott on drums. And they were around from 1970 to 1973. Unfortunately, the only thing we have by them is a single album from 1972. And it was originally released on a Polydor subsidiary called Zebra, and that one's the most collectible, but it's commonly out there on Polydor Records. And it was issued in Europe, and actually was issued in Japan as well. And the only thing I found out about them is that Bruno Schaub ended up going into Guru Guru after this. But this single album is everything you want and then some. One of the few records I found that's as intense as Sir Lord Baltimore. And they put the pedal to the metal and they don't let up. And great song titles, of course: Plastic Shotgun, Crazy Woman, Got a Bone of My Own, Slush Pan Man. So you know you're in for the good stuff. And I have to say they're one of the few bands that really integrates the keyboards, and the keyboards are actually as weird and frenetic as the guitar work. Unlike a lot of German bands of that era, I find their music a little turgid, a little plodding. They have identity crises, and the organ parts are pretty sedated. But Night Sun, incredible. They integrate the guitar work and the organ work is just one beast, and they're equally frenetic. And I have to say that they really are stunning because not only does the singer remind me of Klaus Mann of Scorpions, Klaus Meine, but he also the guitar player just has an amazing sound and reminds me a lot of Tony Bourge of Budgie. So super intense. There's no ballads on the record, which is another great thing. There's one song where they start in slowly with a ballad, but then it goes into some great improvisation and rocks just like everything else does on here. Interestingly, they were originally called Night Sun Morning, and then they changed their name to Night Sun and called the album Morning. And I have to say that some of the finest guitar work I've heard out there. An amazing player. The whole band is really great, and they really deliver the goods. So if you want something that's super metal, I wouldn't even call it proto-metal. They were definitely metal in their time, and kind of like Budgie, really frenetic. There's not a lot of slow plodding stuff on here. The riffs are just ferocious, and everybody is putting meat on the bone. And so, of all the records I've ever talked about, this is one that slipped under the wire and really needs to be rediscovered and has been by a lot of people. It's pretty highly collectible, especially the original version on Zebra. And the fact that Conrad Planck, famous German producer, produced the album makes sure that it sounds really good too. But you really can't find much better than this. One of my all-time favorite underground obscure records, and I'll put a link below and check it out yourself. But it's truly astonishing, and if you're into those other bands I talked about, like Budgie and Scorpions and the like, you really have to hear it. So the link's below. Check it out. And also, once again, you have a lot of bands, particularly German bands, that featured organ. And so one might find some comparisons to Deep Purple, but the only comparison to Deep Purple and Night Sun is the fact that a lot of Night Sun has the frenetic kinship with Speed King by Deep Purple. Only the whole frickin' album is like Speed King, and other than that, there's no Deep Purple comparisons whatsoever. Just ferocious. So I highly recommend this record. It's totally pedal to the metal and a complete motherfucker. Go get it now. I'm Brian Fox. Thank you for watching I Hate Rock Music.